How do you describe me to others?
How do I describe you to others? I say that you are the most driven, intelligent person that I know. It is sometimes a very heady conversation. And so get ready for the ride of the conversation that you're about to have.
Yeah, a little intense.
Yeah, a little intense. Yeah. When do you feel closest to me?
I feel closest to you, I think maybe in two different respects. One, just in having one-on-one conversations and dinners. And it's particularly so because, as you know, one of the things that I've struggled with a bit is the balance between the intense execution against work and actually living. And I just haven't developed and sort of invested in the kind of relationships that I want to. But it's so important to me to do it with you and with the family. What are your 3 favorite memories to share?
3. There's been a lot.
I was gonna say, that's both a lot and a little in some ways, yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember when we used to make home movies, me and my friends?
Yeah.
So like we got into this phase where we wanted to like do James Bond movies and do all these things. And we were probably like 9, so you were 17. Mm-hmm. So you had your driver's license. Mm-hmm. And and you would play the like butler, like not butler, but like the driver for us in our scenes. That was pretty amazing.
But secretly, I liked it more than you guys.
Yeah, for sure. I think the second one would probably be in high school, my junior year, running, what was it? It was county finals at City College, and it was the 2 mile. And you would run from one side of the track to the other side on the inside of the track. The only person that was like on the inside of the track, and you're this like schmuck, like 24-year-old, like being crazy and being...
I was thinking about this recently because I was at a track and I was like, oh my God, I would be so irritated at myself were I to see this older brother.
I was like kind of embarrassed, to be honest, but it also was energizing, and so yeah. But I
loved it.
Yeah. But you were running as fast as I was, just to make it back and forth. Yeah. And then the third memory, like late at night during one of the all-team retreats, when like everyone is partying and like there's like 150 people, and we're just like sitting back and like, holy shit, like this is real.
It's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It was awesome to share that with you.
Yeah. When was the moment you decided to get to know me better, and what surprised you most about it?
I don't know that there was a single moment, but it was, some point in the past, since actually joined, in the early days and joined the company. And I remember we had this text exchange, I think it was one of your birthdays, in which you talked about wanting to, sort of looking forward to becoming more peers and sort of a relationship that we developed together. And it was sometime before then, maybe a year or two before, because it just resonated with me so much, that this is not just my younger brother who I want the best for in the world and to support, but also who is a remarkable individual that I love, not just as a little brother or younger brother, but actually as a human being that I want to be connected to for the rest of my life. And that's been, I think, it both something quite intentional, but also something I want to keep developing.
Yeah, I think it's such a weird situation because like you're my mentor growing up, right? I look up to you so much, and then the fact that I like join your company and your vision, and like theoretically that would mean that would like continue. but it just like, it felt like almost immediately that like we became like co-collaborators, not in the sense of like actual output of work, but just in terms of like a shared vision and a shared like experience, as opposed to like me following in your footsteps in a way.
Yeah, and what I loved about it is it's lonely oftentimes at the top of an organization, and having you sort of as a co-conspirator in solidarity, who was effectively I would talk to as a co-founder in a way, because you were so much invested in the sort of well-being and mission of the organization that I knew that wasn't a question at all. Yeah, it was quite helpful for me in all the experiences, the kind of intense ups and downs.
Yeah, it's quite a roller coaster.
Yeah. What's one thing I don't understand about you, and why do you think that is?
I don't know if it's necessarily like that you don't understand about me, but I think it's something I don't really understand about myself. And so it probably, we're like figuring it out, and we obviously have very open conversations, but like feelings of insecurity about like where I exist and where I want to go, when like seemingly on the surface everything is like I'm such a happy person and such like energetic person, and like it seems like I travel a lot, I have a lot of fun with friends, I'm like always doing things, and yet there's just like something that's like inhibiting me from like feeling full and complete.
This is an area where I think you and I both could take some instruction, and what I would hope for you, what I wish for you, is simultaneously balancing the desire to strive to do something remarkable and immense comfort and satisfaction and contentness just being. Because you, in the role that you just play in other people's lives and exist in the world, give so much and are such a core part of other people's experience that is enough. Even if you want more, that by itself, if it were all it ever was to be, is enough.
When did I disappoint you most, and how do you feel about it now?
I don't think there's any time in which you disappointed me. To come up with something else would be to manufacture something that wouldn't be true.